Operation Mushroom Cloud. Classified. Top secret. For your eyes only. Do not pass this information to anybody. You are about to understand the destruction of the search engines. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a Gmail account and a YouTube account. And we'll do that right now. We'll start with a Gmail account. So the first thing you need to do is take yourself over to Gmail. Just type Gmail into the address bar, type it into the browser, and you'll end up here. Create an account. Now I don't care if you've already got a Gmail account. This is going to be a fresh Gmail account. And in fact we will open many Gmail accounts. So follow me blindly and just do this. So let's go and open a new Gmail account the way you should do. So this first Gmail account you are about to open will become your main email account across the whole network of the internet. It's important that you notice that. It's important that you remember that, because you are going to open many Gmail accounts. You could of course open a Yahoo account if you so wished, or a Hotmail, or any other one that you decide is best for you. My opinion, based on the feedback we've done, is that Gmail account comes across much stronger and is less likely to be picked up as spam from any networks or any people that you give this Gmail account to. Okay, the first one you set up will be completely private. You will not give access to anybody of this Gmail account. This will be the one that stays private to you, and from here we will run your whole network of accounts. Please remember that. This is very important. So the first one you do, I would highly suggest you put your own name for your first name and your own name for your last name. It's your choice. It's always your choice. For your desired login name, I would suggest again that you use your name. If you can't, for some reason, get your name in, one of the great ways to do it is to put the word email. So if my name was John Smith, I would have email John Smith and it would be at gmail.com. Okay, really simple. It is better to have this word in front, email, than it is to have John Smith 125. Okay, you are not Mr. 125, you are Mr. 1, and you will always be Mr. 1. Okay, so it's a good thing to put something in front. This one tends to work. This has worked for every student we've tried it with so far. Okay, really, really simple. That's all you have to do. You can check the availability, but I'm sure it'll work. If it doesn't, just keep trying. You will make it work. When it comes to choosing a password, again, you want to keep this as simple as you possibly can. My suggestion again is to use the same password for every email account that you set up, and by that I mean you use the same procedure. So this is one of the best ways that we teach. Take 4 numbers, any 4 numbers that you choose, that's your business, and then you're going to use letters in between that. And so if your name was John Smith, you would have EJS, which would be email John Smith, and then you would have the same numbers again, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's your password. Okay, it doesn't have to be super complicated. The more complicated you make this, the more likely you are to forget it. And if we use this system right through your training, you will never go wrong. Okay, because you know what that email address is. You know that every account that you set up off this email account can then be passed on. Nobody's going to find out this. Okay, trust me on this. This works. Enter your password again. A security question. Pick the first one. What is the name of your childhood friend? And in here write the name of a person that's a pop star that's in your mind, somebody that's not related to you in any way that you will always remember. It could be anyone, movie star, pop star, anything you like. Recovery email, for this particular turnaround we put nothing in there whatsoever. You leave that blank. You don't need to put anything in there if you don't want to. Later on we will. Location, pick your location, enter in your captcha, do the terms and conditions, click the button that says I accept, create my account, and then we'll go into your Gmail account. So once you've done the capture and you've agreed to their terms and conditions, they're going to send you to your Gmail account, which is where we are now. You, when you first sign up, will have 2 or 3 emails just welcoming you there with the usual Google bits and pieces. Just delete them, ignore it, no need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about anything else inside here right now. Don't adjust your settings, don't play about, we don't have time for that. The only thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you've taken those details and you've put them on a notepad. Open yourself a notepad, write your login, which is your Gmail account, write your password, any security question. Take that, let's save it. I always suggest you go to your documents, open up a new folder, call it Gmail accounts, go inside there, make sure you name the file name exactly as your Gmail account. Just write your Gmail account in there in the file name and then press save. We've just done it, so we're going to replace it. Okay, so you now have everything that you need to do to remember your Gmail account. We will follow this procedure for every account you open. Don't think that you're clever enough to remember everything. Don't think that you could do this on the back of your brain. Okay, impossible. You'll be doing too many things. It is much easier to have these on notepads that you just copy and paste. Really simple. Okay, follow this. We don't need to do anything else here. Let's move on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our first YouTube account. This again will be your main YouTube account. You will open many. This is the first one. You go to youtube.com, type it into your address bar, go to the search engines, whatever it is you need to do to get to YouTube, and then you need to create an account. We'll just click on that and then let's go in and do this properly. So once you've clicked on the account creation, we're going to come to this page and then fill this in. This email address is obviously the new one that you've just set up on your Gmail account. Your username, again I would suggest you try and do your name. It's a big debate on YouTube. In fact, there's a big debate with the new social networking on whether you should try and use keywords or whether you should use your name. This is going to be your main account, and so we should brand you as a person, because that is the way that the internet is going. If, let's say for instance, you're working on something like, let's grab a notepad here, shall we, the same notepad. Let's say that you are working on a niche, okay, and let's say that that niche is weight loss, okay, weight loss, and let's say that you wanted to use the keyword how to lose weight. Yeah, so let's get rid of that weight loss as our keyword. How to lose weight. So do you want to be called how to lose weight? Is that what you want to be called? Or do you want to be called by a name? So how to lose weight. It's not a brand particularly. We will work into these as we go in further, but your first one, your main one, this is the one that's going to excel you right across the internet. It is important that we get this right. So what we could do is this. Okay, how to lose weight with John. Much, much better, hey? So have a little bit of branding for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. How to lose weight with John. So it comes across as personal. If you wanted that to go into that field for your username, do that. But there would be nothing wrong with you doing, we'll stick with this John Smith name. There'd be nothing wrong with you doing that. Chances of you getting that, John Smith, it's not your name anyway, but you know what I mean. You just need to make sure that this first username is branded to you. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, location again, postcode, date of birth, your gender. You want to let others find you. You don't care about this. And then you click on accept. You can write any username you like. You can write any postcode, any date of birth, any gender. It's your business. I always suggest on this first main one that you be honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest, and all the other stuff around you then you can start to work on. So get that filled in, and then you will create an account, and you will be in your YouTube account, which we'll go to now. So once you set up your YouTube account, you will know that you're there because your username will be here at the top right next to the sign out button. You click on that, it gives you 6 little tabs for you to go to. We're now going to show you what we do with these little tabs. For now, let's just go to account. So on the right hand side of your account settings, you see the overview, the profile, playback, email options, privacy, activity sharing, mobile setup, manage accounts. Everything that you need to do for this YouTube account is in here, and we're going to go in and play with this and just set it up really simple, including setting up a channel, because that's vital to your success. We're going to make this really quick, and we're going to set this up just the way you should do to get the best possible advantage from YouTube. So the first one is the profile setup. This is where you add a picture. I always recommend you add a picture. If you don't want to add a picture of yourself, just add a picture of somebody else. But again, this is our main YouTube channel. This is the one that's going to excel you across the world. Okay, I've used a real picture of myself. Your choice. Describe yourself, up to you. Really not interested. If you have a website, you're going to put it in here. You probably don't have one yet, but we'll come back to this. No problems at all. Personal details, just check your first name in there. If you want to check your second name in, fine. That's fine too. We're not going to overuse our second name on these, even the first one, because we're going to have multiple accounts with your first name, or probably your first name, before we go off and use different names. Male, relationship status, up to you. Your choice. This really doesn't make much difference. Your age, whether you want to display your age, I've just got none, makes no difference, and then you would save changes on that. Okay, the rest of this, your hometown location, makes no difference, leave it alone. Jobs, careers, leave it alone. Education, leave it alone. Interests, leave it alone, unless you want to fill that out, your business. But all this is going to show on your channel, and you're not interested in people sharing that information because you want them to focus on one thing. Once you've done that, you hit save changes. Go back to playback. Now I always choose HD as much as I can. Okay, I always try and make them in HD because you give people the choice. Captions, always show captions. Captions, always show captions. Annotations, always show them. You shouldn't need to change that in any way unless you've done this. Save changes if you need to. Email options, you've got your email address out. Preferences will be English, and then all these will be ticked when you come in. Just untick all these, because this will just fill your mailbox up in a right pain in the ass. So every time my videos receive a comment when I've just opened a new account, I want to know about that. If this is new to you and you've never done it before, it might be a good idea to click some of these. When someone leaves a comment on your channel, when you get a private message, when you get someone who's subscribed to your channel. So when you've just coming out for testing, you might want to just click all these and just to see how your website is building up, because you will see the difference building up. Once you've understood that you're not scared anymore and you know what you're doing, you don't want this email because you'll have too much junk in there. There'll be so many people signing up to you. If you wanted to, you could just click that. Don't send any emails, okay? I'm interested in that one. Don't have subscription updates once a week, and you don't want any updates. Click save. Now we're going to go to privacy, and we're on the search and the contact restrictions. Allow only friends to send messages or shared videos. You do not want every Tom, Dick and Harry doing this, okay? Easy to become a friend. They could send you junk anyway, but this just lets it down. Okay, this just takes the pressure off the junk that people try and send you. Advertising, just click that because you will start making money with YouTube. Now on this particular one, I've told them to make my statistics and the data for my videos not visible to the world. I'll show you what this is when we go into the videos itself. This doesn't stop you getting statistics. This just means that everybody else around you doesn't get to see how many people came to your site and how well it's doing. We do this because we're not interested in the competition knowing how well we're doing. Click on save. I would suggest you just do the same two I've done. Okay, click save, move on. Activity sharing. You decide what you want there. I always keep them all up. Okay, because that activity is shared about. Where do I share my activities? You'll have your Facebook, your Twitter, and all these. Ignore these for now because we're going to set up these accounts before we do this and then come back in. Click any saves that you need to do. Mobile setup. I'm not using mobile setup for now, so I'm not concerned about it. And then manage accounts. My account is in good standing. It's copyrighted. If you want to change your password, delete your account. Authorize other sites, which we'll talk about again as we move on. Captions and subtitles, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. And that is probably just about it. The next thing we're going to do is set up your channel and make that look good. So now we're going to take a quick look at your channel and how we set a channel up. Again, in the top right hand corner of YouTube, next to the sign out, is your username. You click on that, it gives you the 6 buttons. We're just going to go there and click on my channel, and then we're going to get in and do this. So now we're in on the channel, and you can see that this is John's treasure chest channel. Okay, this is one we're using for our videos for this mushroom, Operation Mushroom Cloud. Okay, you can see there are no comments, you can see there's no subscribers, there's no friends, and you can see that there are no videos available. What that means is I'm not publicly showing my videos for this channel to the world. Okay, doesn't make no difference to you. We'll explain that later. You have your profile, which you can edit, which we will talk about in a minute. What we're interested in right now is the settings, the theme and colors, the modules, and the videos and playlists. Click on settings. Make sure your title is in here. Make sure that's keyword rich. You decide what channel type you want. Because you will be making your own videos, I highly suggest you go down as a director. And then you want your tags. Okay, now this is your keywords. If we haven't chosen a niche yet, and if we don't know what we're doing yet, just leave this blank. The first thing I would do is just put this keyword in. Okay, the keyword that tells about your channel. Just chuck that in, leave that for now. Make the channel visible. Yes, I could of course make this completely invisible if I wanted to. We will discuss the reasons why we do that later. Click on save changes, go up to themes and colors, and this is where you start to play about with the look and feel of your YouTube channel. Now depending on what you're promoting will depend on how you make this look. Depending on the website that you eventually build that links to this will depend on how this looks. It's really simple, but people get overawed in this and start doing stupid things. I want you to be sure of some things. Let's just cancel that a second. I want you to be sure of some things. When you write, you want that writing to be black. It doesn't need to be any stupid color. When people read, they read black writing on white paper. Okay? We can alter the color of the paper to make it look a bit prettier. In this case, like a gentle gray. But we have black writing. I don't want to see any other kind of writing on your channel. It will ruin things for you. We do not want the people that come to our channel overawed with the stuff that's on there. We want them to go through a specific action. Okay? So, links, any links you do in blue. Don't do links in black, pink, purple, green, or any other stupid color that you see people link to. Okay? So this is where we work with the themes and the colors. You'll get to pick an original template which will have colors on it. You can pick any one of them you like, and they will instantly change the look and the feel of the template. Okay, any one you like. Now you can see this is what you don't want, this kind of crap. This is not too bad, but it's white writing. We'd be better off with black writing on that. So I don't care whether you're male, female, I don't care what it is you're selling, you got to keep this simple. Okay, we can definitely have little colors of backgrounds if you want to, but let's keep this simple. So you'll originally just tap one of these and it'll give you something as a base color. If you're not happy with the base color, say for instance you like the blue but you don't like the white, what we do is we look at the show advanced options, okay, and we click on there and it gives us other things. Now here's a tip for you: font. Always have your font as Verdana on the internet, okay. For some reason this always wants us to do this twice, not quite sure why, but you want Verdana. The reason you want Verdana is it's the one that is more pleasing on the eye for people looking at it through a PC screen or a laptop screen, okay. The letters just look better, it looks cleaner, and it sets the page up right. So always use Verdana. Once you get good at this and you can start playing about. Now the background color is this here. This is the dark color that it's showing you here. You can put your own background color in there. For now, just leave what's there, okay. Don't do any stupid fancy stuff, not just yet, not at this time. We'll do that later. If you do want to change anything, you literally click on the color, and at the top of the screen will be the picker. You just take the picker and put whatever you want there, okay. Just click on that and that changes that color, and you can see that we've changed that color from that to that, okay. You do the same with a wrapper color. Basically you just play with this. Let's just show you what happens when we do that. You'll soon find out what the wrapper color is as you go through. You've now decided that that is the color of the wrapper color, which we don't like. Maybe we'll try another stupid color, okay. You can see things happening, and so you can start to alter this yourself. If you're not quite sure what each one of them is, just pick a really stupid color, and then you'll see it happen. Yeah, you'll see what happens. You'll see where that actually is. What I would advise you to do is not spend too much time in here, okay, because what we're doing is we're altering it, but we want it to be simple. Take an example for some of the big people. Take an example from the one that you saw on Me Too. Once you've finished all this and you've done all the things that you wanted to, remember the link color. That's an important one. Make sure that link color is of a blue, and the closest you can get it to a Google blue or an MSN blue, which is a link blue, the better. Yes? Make sure we do that. That is vital. Once we've done that, make sure you click on Save Changes and you'll be done. And then you'll end up with your channel looking the way that you want it to look like. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the profile, and we're going to add all the bits and pieces that we need to do in here, which we'll do right now really quickly. So let's talk about editing the profile. You just click on this button here, edit, and it will open up this box for you. You can see that I've written, you can see, look, there's no channel views, there's no upload views. I don't know how we even got this, to be honest, because this is completely private. I've got a broadcast, I put an age in. It's not actually my age, I don't know why I put that in, because it's the second one, I suppose. Anything you want, it's your business. This is when it joined. You can see this is new, no subscribers. I put the website in. So basically click on this button here that says edit, and it takes you inside there, and then you have all these boxes with ticks next to them. If it's ticked, it means it shows it. If it's not ticked, it means it doesn't show it. I always have the name, first name, total upload views. You don't even have to have that if you want to. If you're public, which your videos will be, you want people to see this. You want people to see you doing well. You pick your style. I picked a broadcaster because I do broadcast myself. Age, your business. You don't have to have your age on there. In fact, let's just take that off. Last visited, we don't want them to know when we last came to this website. That's our business. Subscribers, you want subscribers. Website, if you've got a website, put it in here. You probably haven't yet. We will discuss this later. Then we move down to the channel description, and I've written in here. I will teach you what it is to write in here once we have a product and once we know what it is you're doing. For now, just leave the channel description out. You can even untick that if you want to. Then as you go down, there's an about me. Let's untick that. We don't need that. We don't need the home time. We don't need the country. We don't need your occupation, your company, university, your interests, your films, your music, or your books. We're not here to socialize with people and tell them what books we're interested in. Okay? All that does is clog up the right panel, which is an important part. You don't get many chances in life to get at people from a power as big as YouTube is. And that's what's going on here. We want to make absolutely sure the only thing that's in there is what we want the people to see. Okay? So this is not made up all the way down the bottom of the books and movies that I've read. Keep it simple, please. Okay, it's that kiss. Keep it simple. And then once that's done, we can actually move on with starting to make YouTube take notice of us through the search engines. So I'm quickly going to show you one of my other YouTube channels, one that's been set up for some time actually, but we didn't actually start doing any work to it till a couple of weeks ago actually. So this is what yours would look like in terms of once you get your videos up, and it starts to fill up a little bit, and then you can see that there's subscribers, you can see that there's friends, and you can see that there's channel comments. And also in the profile you can see I've used my real name again, my first and my second name, and then it shows you the channel views and the total uploads. Okay, like I say, it's saying October 2009. We've only just come in and played with this. This sat dormant for ages. Again, a link to my website, a couple of links in there actually that go to different places, and this is pretty much what we're going to aim for you to do, and this is how yours will look as you go down. You can see in this one that I've put an occupation in because I'm pre-selling myself off this. Okay, that's the only time we put the occupation down, as if it's attached to what we're doing here right now. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how we take this YouTube channel and excel it across the whole of the internet with keywords and great videos, and that pretty much ends what it is we need to do for now. So let's end this one first video where we started, and let's just confirm what it is that you are doing and what it is you should have done by watching that video. We need to open a Gmail account, and we need to set that up quickly and simply. We need to make sure we understand the login, and we need to understand that we need to keep a count of all our logins and all our passwords. We keep the same system. We keep it really, really easy. We go to YouTube, we open up a YouTube account. We use the Gmail account for that YouTube account. We set up the YouTube account really basically. We go through the procedures that I've told you, and then we walk away. And that's the end of this first video. What we do from here is show you how we make that video excel, and how we make YouTube make us super successful. Get out there and get those two things set up. If there's a problem, if there's something that you don't understand with your Gmail account or your YouTube account, please let me know. Put a comment in. I'll take a look at your YouTube account or your Gmail account and sort it for you. But basically, this is simple. You shouldn't have any difficulties at all. The comment should be, "Hey John, fantastic, all set up, let's move on." And we will move on.